Matthew 23 verse 24. Blind guides. You strain your water so you won't accidentally swallow a gnat, but you swallow a camel. If you read this whole chapter 23, Jesus talks about people who teaches and interprets the law of Moses. Jesus warned people not to follow their example, for they don't practice what they preach. Jesus also exposed that everything they do is for show. Jesus is giving us insight to discern what to and not to follow. But how can we relate it into this age? Matthew 23 verse 24. Blind guides. You strain your water so you won't accidentally swallow a gnat, but you swallow a camel. Sometimes, people don't know how to weigh things. Every one of us. We're not sure what's really more important. We perceive things on what it looks on the outside appearance, instead to look on what's really in the inside. Just like now in the social media, it is easy to show what you want to show or what you want people to see. That some people can lose good judgment on what really is in reality. That's why people learn to get jealous on other people's lives because they only see the beauty. In this age of good cameras, we want to show perfect captures. We can show off, but if it is not genuine, it doesn't make sense. What really matters is in the inside, what you really feel. Jesus said that the more important aspects of the law, justice, being fair, mercy, know how to relate oneself, faith, hope that it will get better. We know that not everything in social media is true. We need to be wise on what we need to strain or swallow. You choose things that influence you. Matthew 12 verse 34. You brood of snakes, how could evil men like you speak what is good and right? For whatever is in your heart determines what you say. If you read this whole chapter 12, Jesus is always criticized by the teacher of the law, the Pharisees. They always want to find fault in Jesus because they don't recognize Jesus, because their hearts are far from God. Jesus is also accused of getting power from Satan. But Jesus knew it before they say and do. Matthew 12 verse 26. And if Satan is casting out Satan, he is divided and fighting against himself. His own kingdom will not survive. Jesus explains how to know a person's heart is by listening to the words he/she say. Proverbs 1 verse 17. If a bird sees a trap being set, it knows to stay away. A good wise heart will know because God gives them counsel and discernment. But to the person who doesn't love discipline, they will only eat their bitter ways. Proverbs 2 verse 30 to 33. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. Therefore, they must eat the bitter fruit of living their own way, choking on their own schemes, for simpletons turn away from me. To death, fools are destroyed by their own complacency, but all who listen to me will live in peace, untroubled by fear of harm. We must always humble ourselves, realizing we don't know it all, so we can improve our discernment and always ready to listen to acquire understanding. Matthew 23 verse 12. But those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. James 1 verse 21. So get rid of all the filth and evil in your lives, and humbly accept the word God has planted in your hearts, for it has the power to save your souls. Let me end this in prayer with you. God, thank you for providing us teachings what to follow. Truly, you are a good father who is sincerely loved to discipline his children. God, please be patient with us if we are stubborn. Allow us to acquire understanding from what path we should follow. I love you, God. Amen.